Hey, it's Bianca Forbes here of BiancaForbes.com, and this is Gimme 5, which means in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a valuable tip. Actually, there's a few tips this week for your online business and marketing success. Deal? Cool. So over the past 2 weeks, I've been going over our kind of mini launch, and we've looked at setting your date, planning the next 4 steps, and choosing doable marketing methods that actually suit you. This week is all about marketing momentum. In theory, everything should be going great. The reality, however, could be very different. I mean, we have a plan and we're thinking, what could possibly go wrong, right? Well, when we're taking action to bring our goals to life, these are the kind of things that could come up for you. It's easy to get burnt out, overwhelmed, and feel deflated. Often we decide to go full steam ahead, and that can make us start to hear voices because we're going too fast, and our energy can get low when we get to a turning point. And then it can be one of those things where you start the project but you don't quite finish it. We all have it. But I tell you now, going down that route of the slide is a massive heads up that you're being tested. And when you have a more specific goal, like what you've been working on, hopefully over the past 3 weeks now, it's a test that you want to pass. Here's a recent example of it happening to me. Even though I know what my topic is every week, I was finding myself struggling to pull my content together. I always managed to put it off, but I noticed the struggle has been a bit more recently. So there are a number of reasons for this, which are valid, but in my mind, I'm still saying that it's not good enough. Don't you just hate that, that moment when those thoughts start to come in? It's like we never cut ourselves the slack and be fair and easier on ourselves. It's like, we wouldn't be harsh to our friends or our peers, so why do it to ourselves? Well, I think it's because we get moments where we think we should be doing certain things. You see, in your own mind, there's no one else to argue differently unless you force the dialogue to become a more balanced discussion. More often than not, the talk that you're having is negative. And when you're entertaining the downhill thoughts, remember this, because your mind could be looking in this kind of way. Marketing is very much about momentum. Short bursts are good, although consistency is more important, and that is where you're going to have the most influence with anyone. So make sure that when you're having the I can't because of all the other crap, it's complicated, it's crazy, you balance it out by having thoughts of how you can actually make it easier. And then you'll start to realize that actually you got this. Seriously. And I'm about to share some tips with you because it's really important to have some under your sleeve. But first I want you to look for the evidence. Everybody's done something that they've seen through to the end. Most of the time there's things and factors that contribute to that. But do you remember the last time you followed through? Think about it. It's in your mind somewhere. That's right. There you go. I saw the light from the light bulb that went off in your head just then. But I have to say, working on your own is often one of the reasons why you don't finish. If you work on your own most of the time, you don't have anyone to pull you up and keep you on track. So where possible, it's always better to have a coach or some form of group to work in where you know that you want to reach your finish line. The support alone makes a huge difference. So when I noticed that my momentum was slipping, I decided to do, or add should I say, the first of the 3 tips that I'm about to share with you, enough so that I wouldn't break the speed limit. So what I want you to do is to use whichever of them can help you to keep up your own marketing momentum. So it's time for action tips. Here you go. There are 3 sneaky tips to actually use for your mind daily. The first is to keep your mind healthy. Drink more water and eat green foods and just healthier foods that are gonna fill you up and support you. And by the way, when I say water, I'm not talking about tap water. That's just not the deal. It's mineral water we're talking about, all right? The second is to keep your body moving. Get some action throughout the day. I don't advocate dance breaks for no apparent reason, okay? A walk or any kind of exercise is always going to be good. The last thing is to get in the mastermind chair, as I like to call it. You know, in the program where the host starts a question and then the buzzer goes off and then he says, I've started, so I'll finish. You need to tell yourself that every time any sneaky little can't do it moments come into your head, because we're just not having it, all right? Okay, so that's this week's set of tips. If you like this, like it, and remember to share the goods. If you want more free training on how to step up your game, come over to biancaforbes.com and check it out. All you need to do is put in your name and your email address and just give me 5. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Take care for now, and I will definitely catch you next time.